What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Alienware m18 with the 7900M gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're going to do Dragon's Dogma 2 again, but this time we're going to try it out at 1440p, which is more along the lines of what I would use this laptop for. I mean, it is the reason I had this OLED 27-inch 1440p screen after all. So, this game definitely was a little wonky. So far, I haven't gotten 60 plus all the time on any of my systems, not even on this at 1080p, so not really expecting to get, super playable FPS 60 plus anyway at 1440 either, unless it's even CPU bottlenecking on this thing. But there's only one way to find out. Let's just hop into the game and we'll do what we did in the last game. We'll start the game just maxed out ray tracing and everything. Then we'll try ray tracing with, or maxed out ray tracing in FSR 3 quality. Then we'll turn ray tracing off, just do native, and we'll finish it up with native plus FSR 3 quality, just like we did at 1080p. So, let's not waste any more time and get into the game. Alright, just gonna show this once, just like I did at 1080p, but we're gonna play at 1440p, maxed out. And the only thing I'm gonna be doing and changing in here is I'm gonna be turning ray tracing off and on, and changing the super resolution 3 off and on. So, like I said, to start with, we're gonna just max the game out with ray tracing on, native, and just see how it does. And we'll go from there. But besides that, everything else is maxed out, besides stuff I just don't like. But in any case, why don't we now hop into the game. Alright, here's where we started with the Asus G15 Advantage and also this M18 system when we did 1080p. So it seems like we're still getting about the same 50 FPS, so it's something to do with the game. Because we've upped the resolution and everything and we're still getting about the same FPS. And we got ray tracing on, it's maxed out. So we'll run around town for a little bit and then we'll head back out. Get a little bit of just footage from out there, and then we'll go try turning FSR 3 on, but I have a feeling it's going to play out just like it did before, where it's not really going to make a difference no matter what we do.
I'd hasten home.
Although ray tracing is still up in the air, I think that still does affect FPS a little bit in certain areas. Just not, it's not going to affect this and make this all of a sudden 60 plus. But there's other spots where that does affect, so at least that makes sense, doing some, native, no ray tracing, just to see how it does.
Mayhap this ladder is here.
But I don't think FSR 3 is really going to help us out much, again. But hey, we'll see. I still want to be thorough and do exactly what I did on the 1080p version of the video. So we're still dropping down in the 50s there, just like we were before at 1080. And it just seems to be the way it is. But around here I was getting like 100 FPS with no ray tracing on, I think.
I suppose I ought mention this as well. The pawns in this party are women all. And yet no two of us are the same.
Well, duh, we have to make a harem. That's what you do in every game.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Well, she did say there was a chest somewhere around here. I wonder how far I can fall before I actually hurt myself. Alright, let me get back on the road before I get lost in the frickin' woods here. Anyway, though, why don't we now go try turning on a little FSR? Alright, well, here we are, same spot we started with a bunch of times here, and it seems like we're getting even worse FPS with FSR in some spots here.
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
But still, we'll run around a little bit, just for fun, but like I was saying, it seems basically useless. And after we're done running around like this for a little bit, we'll go and turn just ray tracing off and see how much FPS difference that makes. Heck, even that might not be as big of a difference as I thought, but I could have sworn when I went into the woods in that one spot up here, I was getting like 80 to 100 FPS in some of these spots. Maybe I was just seeing things. Who knows? So same at 50 FPS that we got every other time through here.
Now then, which way?
It's a good
Let us
question.
trust in
Probably shouldn't go
ourselves
too far.
and proceed with caution.
Because I don't want it to become nighttime again. You either have to sit around and wait or spend a bunch of money at the end. Neither option sounds very fun, although I'm not going to keep this game. I'm going to restart and, you know, custom make a character and all that stuff, but still, it's no fun. Plus, I'm basically saying I don't even have enough money now to, like, stay at the end, so I would have to just sit there and wait. Still get like 90 FPS coming through here. Maybe that's what it was. Coming back this way gave me more FPS. But we'll see. Once we turn off ray tracing in New Native, we'll see what we get for FPS through that area. Because it might turn out that it's not as big of a difference as I think. And that's exactly why I do these videos, just to see. It's kind of fun. But this game definitely seems to need some work, that's for sure. It's playable, it's just I would not like this. This would not be very fun. Okay, though, we've made it back to our starting spot, so why don't we now just turn ray tracing off and all that stuff, and we'll go from there. Alright, here we go. No ray tracing this time, just native. So no ray tracing, no FSR, just native 1440p maxed out. And we still are at the same 50-ish FPS back there. As usual, we'll run around town just a little bit again, just like we usually do. And then we'll go outside and see what it's like out there too. And then we'll finish this up with trying some FSR, but I still stand by, it seems pretty pointless, but I just want to be thorough. Yeah, still dropping under 60 in town, unfortunately, too. So that has not changed, and we will probably get the same 54 to 55 FPS going through here. No, we were at least 60 this time, so maybe ray tracing was affecting that a little bit. Last time we dropped to 54, 55 going through there. I'm also curious to see what it's like when we come back.
I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in
Oh,
this
so
area
I guess that was
when
the
I
treasure chest I
explored it
found
in
earlier.
other worlds. Shall I lead the way?
Interesting.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Okay. Oh, then never mind.
Follow me, if you would.
I'll keep these guys for now, unless I see somebody that's way more badass I want to join. Though I doubt somebody like that would join for free. Most people want a little bit of something, you know what I'm saying? I need to get some cooler duds, too. I still have my, like, slave clothes on. Anyway, let's turn around, start heading back.
I fear I must stray from the thread of our conversation to tell you. Ours is a party of women, by and large.
And I've no objections.
Alright, well, I'll just stop the video here, go back to the spot and turn on some FSR3 and we'll see if it does anything, but I'm not expecting much. Alright, so now we've got the game
Really now.
with no ray
You mustn't
tracing.
shirk your duty, lest you forget.
we have
'tis the
FSR3
arisen
on
we
now.
serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Same kind of FPS in this area, as usual. Just seems to be that's what it is here. Hell, and in fact, it almost feels like worse. Like, more stuttery in spots with that on. Interesting. So, yeah, definitely doesn't seem to be very useful. But in town, we are seeing more CPU. Smart Ship is saying it's giving more power to the CPU there. So no matter what, it seems like it's giving a little bit... Oh, there we go, now that we're out of town. Now it's kind of just in the middle, or sometimes giving the GPU a little bit of sips. Oh, there's a little more CPU there. That's why I like this thing. This is a pretty cool little overlay. It definitely works a little better than
Perhaps this will seem
MSI
like a
Afterburner.
consequence, but different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Words worth hearing.
But yeah, so far it seems like I just play this game with ray tracing on. Doesn't seem to screw you over too bad in the FPS department.
We've a choice of where to go.
Alright,
to know
well,
the path
for
less
now,
traveled.
let's just go back then.
Let us trust in ourselves and proceed with caution.
FPS is completely different depending on which way you're looking. So, might as well see what it gets going back this way. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a fun game. I wish it ran a little better, but it seems like it's going to be a fun game. I think I might just want to wait a little while to play it and hope some patches come and make this a little better. And of course, I'll do more videos when that happens to see how it improves, like I do with other games like Starfield and whatnot. Anyway, though, we're back to where we began. So, I think that's a good time for us to go wrap this video on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Dragon's Dogma 2 at 1440p on the Alienware M18 with the 7900M, and it still seemed I got about the same FPS as it got at 1080p. So they definitely have their work cut out for them to try to fix that game if they're even going to. It's not like it's unplayable, it's just that's not the most smooth, fun experience, in my opinion. But I'm hoping my desktops can power through it, but I don't think so. I have a feeling they're going to have the same problems. I doubt any of them will be able to stay over 60 the whole time. But that's okay. Hopefully they can get these fixed. But, in any case, that's all I got for you guys for this particular video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.